Okay, so I really wanted to make this quick video about something that I noticed happened a lot, and I really wanted to clarify certain things regarding being sensitive emotionally as a person. I know this is really a time where we are finally normalizing being sensitive, expressing our emotions, feeling our emotions, normalizing crying, being vulnerable. I am completely vouching for that. I am completely rooting for that. This is so important. Finally, in my videos, I talk a lot about empaths and highly sensitive. So I am really happy that we are finally getting to a point where people understand the importance of being human, basically. So I notice a little problem here is that a lot of people are mistaking this being sensitive with being too sensitive, in the meaning of getting offended easily, which is actually something that exists. I see a lot of people saying I'm not too sensitive, the one who hurt me, and this is true, this is important, but there is also situations where people indeed get offended easily, and this is not being sensitive. So it's interesting because in English you really use the same word, use the word sensitive to talk about feeling things deeply, like highly sensitive people, and absorbing the emotions around us, the energies around us that makes us feel a lot of things on a daily basis. And in general, being sensitive, crying, I could personally cry for no reason. I get easily really triggered by violence. I could really collapse if someone gets really aggressive with me. This is being really sensitive. And then there's being too sensitive in the sense that you get offended too easily, and this is not being sensitive. This is completely different. This is ego. This is being emotionally immature, as opposed to being sensitive as emotionally intelligent. So these are completely different things. One has to do with ego and the other one has to do with emotional intelligence. Please be careful with that. Please do the research. I'm going to put in the description box articles about being highly sensitive, but please do your research and be aware of not mixing the two, because this has nothing to do with each other. I know that in English you use the same term sensitives, which is very confusing for me, especially because in French we actually have a word to talk about people who get offended easily, which is completely different, which is susceptible, which means that whatever people say to you, like setting boundaries or stating a constructive criticism to you, you immediately take it personally. You take everything personally for you. So this is really egocentrism. This is really emotional immaturity, to start crying because someone told you not to do something and you immediately take personally. Yes, you are being emotionally immature, and this has to do with childhood. This is a kid's behavior, because when we are kids we do a lot of things to get attention, but also we tend to think everything has to do with us. The world revolves around us, and every time someone is a little bit angry or mad, it means that we done something wrong. This has everything to do with emotional immaturity, because this is still a child's behavior, a child's way of dealing with emotions. So this has nothing to do with being highly sensitive, which means that you can be completely mature and know how to deal with your emotions in a mature way. You tend to get easily overwhelmed by the energies around you. But if right now someone sets boundaries with me, I will take it. I'm not going to collapse and cry and think that they're mean to me. This is being emotionally immature. You have to really make the difference, because I see way too many people getting mixed up with the two, and maybe we should come up with another term, I don't know, but this is really important that people make the difference, because this is the two complete opposites. Like, one is about being emotionally intelligent and the other one is about being emotionally immature. So this is not the same thing. Please make sure that you are not saying that I'm not too sensitive, it's people the problem, where really maybe it was really you who don't know how to deal with your emotions. So please do this little check. There are tons of videos talking about highly sensitive, in general, feeling things deeply, also how to deal with your trauma and your childhood trauma, and make sure you are not projecting, you are not being too sensitive, because it is possible as well, and try to not mix everything up. I just wanted to make this little video to bring this up because I personally am really sensitive, but on the other hand, I'm not sensitive at all, which means that you can really give me any type of criticism. I won't take it personally. I take criticism very easily, but I am very sensitive, which means that I cry all the time on my own when I'm in nature. You know, I get overwhelmed by the beauty. I can do something very relaxing and cry. You can tell me a story that was touching and I'm gonna cry, but I don't get offended easily. That's not the same thing. Please do this little check and make sure to not mix everything up. A lot of words have double meanings, and yeah, I just wanted to make this video to make these little things clear. So that's all for me. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.